The following is a presentation of the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.
You're listening to Erectile Dysfunction, brought to you by Nerd Complex.
That is a huge problem.
Yeah. I'm letting the song play out this week. Welcome everybody to. That was a little loud, my bad. Well,
you came in fucking hot. Dude.
I did. I'm real hot. Well, I'm excited. It's episode 3, and first of all, I want to thank all the Limp Dick and Limp Dick ads for listening to the first 2 episodes and following us on Facebook. Thank you very much. We didn't think anybody would listen to this, so
no, I'm actually surprised we're still doing this.
Right, I'm surprised we're still here. But anyway, I'm Sean Paul Trottier, one of your co-hosts, and always with me today is my good old dirty Canadian Mexican, Josh Fenn. How you doing?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. That's all I got.
No wheelchair stories this week?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Nothing?
No, I just assume that kid is dead.
Probably.
I'm just going to go ahead and assume that fucking kid is dead. And he's like, I got away with it once. I'm just going to try it again.
He probably did. Just couldn't take himself. But anyway, if you guys haven't listened to episode 2, Josh has a really interesting story about a man in a wheelchair.
Not even a fucking man. It was a dumbass kid.
Well, whatever. There's some person. We'll say that much. So this week we're actually on episode 2. We were talking about Wonder Woman, how we were kind of skeptical on it, and we decided to go check it out this weekend because everyone was giving it pretty good reviews and was like 96 on Fresh Tomatoes or something. Which
is it really?
Yeah, it's like really high. It's one of the higher ones, and it's also destroying the box office. So we're like, let's go check it out.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm a big comic book fan, and I love watching movies. So
I went into it just wanted to see it so I could shit all over it. That was my sole intention.
I kind of was prepared to do that too, but if Josh, you want to start off, we're gonna kind of do it in our first episode. We'll have Josh start off, give a brief explanation. We'll do a little spoilers a little later.
You know, I want to give my overall view on it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I have a terrible and non-terrible scale, and this one fell on the not terrible.
Not terrible.
I like for being a period movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which is set in World War One.
Yes, and like Captain America that's set in World War II, I think it does the period piece better.
You know what? It really does.
Mm-hmm.
It felt more fleshed out.
Yeah, because that's one movie I think you can compare it to right now between the superhero universes and everything else. So, I mean, it does the period piece better. And I agree with you. It's not terrible. I actually enjoyed it a lot.
I was really worried about the casting of Gal Gadot.
Yeah, I was too.
Because, I mean, she really didn't have to do much in the Fast and Furious movies.
I have stopped watching them since Tokyo Drift. So.
Oh, dude.
I know. You
gotta
keep
jump
telling
back
me.
on.
Everyone tells me at least 5 on. 4 I could pass up.
I mean, it's worth it. Who cares? It's just a couple hours. I mean, you just beat off while you're watching the movie. That's all you're going to want to do anyway. But anyway.
Vin Diesel is pretty sexy.
But I was pretty worried
right, with
the casting of her, but I thought she carried the movie very well.
There were certain lines that she delivered that didn't hit for me, but overall, yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed her performance. She's actually, to me, the most heroic out of this DC universe now, or DC EU, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
She actually displayed heroism in this movie, which was amazing to me.
What's amazing is that it's set in such a gloomy and dangerous time, but it never had like that dark tone that Batman vs Superman did throughout. It was like that fucking cloud that was just there.
Yeah, always.
This was lighthearted at points.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just never... I never felt like I wanted to stop watching it.
Yeah.
Which a lot of the DC movies have just led me to do, is just rip my dick right off and just bleed out in the theater.
Once again, why you have erectile dysfunction.
I gotta stop tugging it in anger.
You really do, especially over like Zack Snyder movies. And I think that was the biggest problem is Zack Snyder hasn't really done a great movie. I mean, his best thing he's ever done that most people say is 300, but that was pretty much a straight ripoff of everything that was in the comics, from page by page and stuff. And then Man of Steel was... There's points of it
okay.
There's points of it I like, but by the end of it, the 40-minute destruction scene, it's like it's too much.
It was 45 minutes too long, and when Kevin Costner died, I checked out.
Yeah, because at that point, it just like, okay, now you're just gonna have Superman just destroy everything.
Yeah, and he's gonna cry.
Yeah, But anyway, screw the Superman.
Yeah,
movies.
we're not talking about that dumpster fire.
Yeah. With my Wonder Woman, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I am definitely gonna go see it here real soon.
I like the way that they kind of worked her in
Yeah.
to being involved with just the war in general.
Yeah.
I thought that was very
And it
cool.
was very natural and flowing too.
Yeah, nothing felt forced about her having to go into the normal world.
Yeah. It was a really good movie. I recommend it. Go see it. Go see it as soon as possible. It is one of those better movies.
There are a couple predictable points, but I mean, fuck it. All these movies are at certain times.
They're comic book movies. They
Yeah.
all have their same tropes and everything, which
But-
at some point will get stale.
The one takeaway I had from this is that Wonder Woman is just a fucking murderer.
Oh yeah.
She murdered like everybody.
Okay. Well, with that, we're gonna jump into a little bit of spoilers here. Then, how we're gonna do this? I'm gonna go a little bit plot by plot point, and then Josh is gonna jump in. So the movie starts with pretty much Diana's a little girl, and she grows up on this island that are all about Amazon women, and they come from the ancient times of Greece. And when her mother tells her a story, which is honestly one of the most beautiful scenes in the whole movie.
Yeah, this is one of the better uses of CGI.
Oh yeah, because what it is, it's a story of like how Ares goes crazy and he's like trying to prove to the gods that man is just war hungry and they'll just kill each other and they're the worst creation by Zeus. So, oh yeah, they
I was gonna say, did you die right there? Did
a little bit.
you have a stroke, Sean?
I kind of lost my thought. Oh, and then Ares ends up killing all the gods because they try to turn on him. And then how it's presented is it's a storybook, but it's like paintings and it looks like old Greek mythology, and it's so beautiful. And then they find out that Zeus, to try to save him, gave him the Amazon to bring peace, but they didn't work for man, so he gave him one last gift, and it was a god killer. And we come to find out later that it's really Wonder Woman when they tell her it's a goddamn sword in the one
Yeah.
part. Which that's one of the things we're talking about is predictable. When you go to that part, they're like, "Oh, no one can wield this sword, only the worthy," and you're like, "Okay, either Wonder Woman either that sword's very powerful, or it's only Wonder Woman who's just worthy enough to kill her, so she's a god killer."
I mean, when
anyway.
she blocked that attack and like was sending the Kamehameha,
Yeah.
it was pretty fucking obvious that it was just she was the weapon.
And that's like the first 20 minutes, and then we go into the part where she finally is introduced to the outside world by a man, and because she comes from a island of just Amazon women.
And I thought her being like an aloof idiot in London
Oh yeah,
was done so well.
oh yeah, because when they actually bring her up to her, and she actually leaves the island to actually go fight with Chris Pine, because Chris Pine is a spy. Which I thought was weird. He was an American spy working with the British intelligence. Is that what I got out of it?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Okay, so I'm like, what a weird.
Did it make any sense though? Like she's walking down the street with a goddamn sword and shield out, and no cop is stopping her.
Right? Especially in the middle of wartime.
And she was gonna go kidnap a baby.
Yes, she was.
Like, what the fuck is happening with this story here? She's a murderous kidnapper. Like, this could be a very, very dark turn for this. And if that's the sequel, I'd go see it.
She just kidnaps babies and murders people.
Like
as
the
she
sequel,
kidnaps them.
it goes straight to Lifetime.
Oh my god. True feminism at its point right there. Like, just take back all of it.
I want to see like the unofficial story where like she gets introduced to cocaine.
Kind of like when she's introducing ice cream in this story, and she like flips her lid.
Yeah,
she's
she
like,
thinks the
it's
guy's
great-
selling it.
Yeah. She was about to give him a handy right there, just
She was.
straight up. Like she's
Chris-
like, "Oh, I love ice cream."
No, and Chris Pine's like, we can just pay for it with cash. It's totally cool. Just put your paw down.
Chris Pine was amazing in the movie.
He was really good.
I liked every part of him, especially like the first time they show up on the island and he's taking a bath and she walks out. She's like, that was one of the favorite parts. Is she's like, "Are you a representative of all your species of male?" And he's like, "Well, I'm above average."
I mean, that's what I mean. There was some good humor in here. Mm-hmm. It didn't feel forced. Like
It was very lighthearted. It moved with everything.
And what we were talking about, like this is the movie that they should have started everything with.
Yes, this should have been the kickoff to their whole universe right here, and it would have set everything right in motion.
Mm-hmm. Because what is this, the fourth movie in their universe?
Well, third one, because originally Green Lantern was supposed to be the start of it, but they screwed that one up so bad.
Well, Man of Steel.
and then Batman vs. Super,
Batman,
and now
okay.
this one.
Yeah, well, third one then. But yeah, if they would have started
Justice,
with this,
Justice League will now be the fourth one, which, once again, I'm still weary about Justice League. Even though this one was so really good, I'm not really looking that forward to Justice League. I'll see it. I will see it, like you said, but
man, and I don't know if it's just the previews, but they're really hitting home that Tony Stark, Peter Parker dynamic with Batman and Barry.
yeah, I mean I think that will be one of the funnier parts is the interaction with Bruce Wayne or even Barry Allen with the rest of them, because that actor seems like he's really funny.
He looked really familiar too, and I can't place it.
I can't place
don't
it either.
fucking
But
care.
once again, though, I like actors who are really not that big names, so you can just see what they can do.
Yeah, and that trailer, there was like an extended trailer with this movie, and that thing just looks so CGI heavy
Yep.
that I feel like I'm gonna get taken out of it
Yeah.
pretty early.
Yeah.
But I'll go see it, and then I'll complain afterwards because god damn it, that's just what I fucking do.
Maybe it might be like this one where we say we're gonna complain about Wonder Woman, but we're kind of like sucking it off right now. A little bit.
Yeah, but this is all we were ready to complain about this one, but we also had like that thing where this might be good.
Yes.
The other ones, I'm just like, it's a dumpster fire. I'm just throwing my money
Right.
in the street.
Yeah. Well, my biggest complaint though about the movie, once again, the villain.
That's gonna just be a running theme with all these movies we do.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't understand why they just can't get a right villain. I mean, they technically have 3 of them in this one, really. Because Ares is actually the main villain behind
I'm pretty sure that guy
everything.
was like a professor in Harry Potter.
Yeah, he was. I think
Was
he
it
was like
Lupin?
Yeah, I think it was that or one of the
I almost said lupus.
lupus. It was.
It was lupus.
He kind of looks like he has lupus. No, but it goes as the main British like commander of the whole thing. He's technically Ares behind it, and then you have the German general Lungendorf, which I thought the whole time like how they play it like he's Ares, but then they kind of do an M. Night Shyamalan what the twist part, or it just changes where the main guy of the British intelligence was. And once again, it was just it falls short.
Well, I just love how she stabbed the shit out of a motherfucker, and there was no blood.
You're not gonna have blood in these movies.
Well, I know that, but then you can't just show the sword going through the man into
True.
the ceiling, and there's nothing coming down.
I'll give you that. You could do a little something, especially being PG-13. Give us that drip.
Did he have gelatin? Was his body just jello?
Right. There's worse things you see on the evening news anyway. So why can't we just have a little? If you're gonna try to play it a little closer to real life.
I mean, if we open this fucking window, I'm pretty sure a kid is punching an old person in the face. Just right outside right now.
Just straight up.
For no reason.
Do you want to talk more about Wonder Woman?
No, I'm good. It was go see it.
It's excellent. It's actually
won't-
better than Guardians, I think, right now.
I thought it was.
I know I like Guardians a little more than you did, but right now as the summer movies go, no, we still haven't seen Alien.
And we're not gonna.
No,
anytime soon.
no. Until it comes on one of those sites I can actually watch and the sound works. I mean, I don't rip off movies from the internet. That's illegal.
You do all the time. You text me like I just downloaded this movie. You fucking liar. We're out here telling the truth, and you're gonna just come on here and lie about this?
Hey, you never know who's listening now.
Nobody. Probably nobody right now.
Yeah, probably nobody right now. Joe?
There's one person.
Hey.
And they are not wearing pants.
And they laughed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we said spoilers.
And they are not wearing pants.
Not anymore. So the next thing we're going to go to is pretty much it's a mix with the DC and Universal's new announcement of their Dark Universe. Because starting with Mission Impossible 5 is the Mummy.
I don't know why you're coming down on saying it's Mission Impossible 5.
Dude,
I mean, you act like the other mummies didn't have any fucking action.
They did, but it wasn't like...
Because they couldn't make that shit believable with Link from Encino Man. You get Tom Cruise, possibly the greatest action star of all time, taking over this franchise.
We'll dive a little more into that. I just want to talk about because this is the beginning of... We were talking about movie universes,
Like the monsters.
Yeah, and they're gonna go the Universal monsters. But I read something recently that DC is probably gonna sue them because in part of their universe they have something called the Dark Universe, which is dealing with a whole bunch of like their side characters and magic characters. So.
Dealing with shit that no one knows about
Yeah.
and no one's gonna go
Which,
see.
honestly, who cares? Like, I'm not really excited for the Universal monsters.
I am. I think it's
I know.
cool.
Didn't you say Rock is supposed to play like
Like
Wolfman
that's
or
what
something?
I've read. It's all speculation.
It is speculation because they're gonna see how the Mummy does. Pretty much, that's the Kickstarter. If it does very well in the theaters, then they're gonna pursue this more and more.
Which honestly is almost a guarantee. Action movies in the summer. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
And that's why I keep calling it Mission Impossible 5, because it looks like it's that. And what you're talking about, making Tom Cruise that action hero, bringing him on. But why do you think he is the greatest action star? Which I will never understand.
Because the man puts out nothing but bangers. Banger, 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 banger.
Not action wise.
Get the fuck out of here. Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay, there's one.
Mission Impossible 1 through 5.
Okay, 2 is a movie. I'll give you that, but it's really, really bad.
Well, that's because of John Woo. I put that all on John Woo. Every kick was in fucking slow motion.
Tom Cruise really didn't help that movie either. Because I watch bad movies, even with Tom Cruise, where he ups it.
Well, then, you know what? They fixed it with 3.
Nah. My biggest thing is, when I first think of action, like greatest action hero movies, it's not. It's Schwarzenegger.
Oh.
It is, man. He plays in more action movies, like I told you before. With Tom Cruise, you can pick out many of his movies that aren't action movies that he played a bomb-ass role in.
It's not his fault the man's got range.
Tropic Thunder. That's what I mean. When I look at him, if you want to go like one of the greatest actors of all time, I'll happily have that debate with you.
But he does have I think you're selling him short though. He's got a lot of good action movies.
He's up in there, but as the greatest action star of all time,
I will say it nonstop. He is. His action movies are fucking fantastic.
Stallone is a better action star than he is.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Stallone is, man. Stallone is brain dead retarded because of action
Did you
movies.
see the last Rambo?
No.
But you saw the last Mission Impossible?
Yes.
Yeah. Which one was better?
Okay, probably the last Mission Impossible, but I can't say because I haven't seen the last Rambo.
You can just assume it was a fucking piece of trash.
You know what though? He doesn't do action in it, but Creed, that's technically a little bit of an action movie.
That's not his movie.
It's not, but he's still part of it.
It's not his movie.
He's still,
Thus him not being the action star.
he's not the action star in that one. I'll give you that one. It's Michael B. Jordan.
My dude.
But that's more of a drama, and that's kind of a different one that transcends, kind of like the Rocky. But Rocky is still an action movie, the originals. I mean, later they become crazy, especially when they introduce
And
robots.
he gets like brain damage and shit, and like.
Well, he was getting brain damage before that.
I didn't like when they made Rocky poor.
But also my biggest thing, but I still say Schwarzenegger is the greatest action star because of Terminator 2, which is the greatest action movie probably of all time. Yeah, think. Yeah, when you have to think that hard for
I'm
another
gonna go
movie.
Maximum Overdrive with Emilio Estevez.
No, don't even throw Emilio in this. He is a totally different thing.
No, that one's fantastic. The cars come to life and they're murdering people.
Oh no, you are so wrong on that one, sir. I'm sorry. No,
It's Emilio for life.
So who's better, Emilio then or Tom Cruise? Now this is getting totally ridiculous with you.
I can't choose between the two.
You're gonna have to
Oh,
now.
Tom Cruise.
Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Twins. Fucking twins.
Yeah, that's all you got with Arnold.
Junior.
Hey, it takes a lot of action to pump up that baby. Did you see him sweat in that movie? Did you see him do those yoga therapy when he went
No,
to
because
that
I didn't
women's?
fucking watch that movie.
I did. You've never seen Junior?
No, I didn't want to.
Oh, it is pretty bad. But I can even say Kindergarten Cop, which is supposed to be a comedy, which is more of an action comedy.
I mean, I gotta give you that one.
Yeah, see.
But I would say quality action movies.
Oh, if
Tom
you-
Cruise.
Oh,
That's why I say Tom Cruise is the best.
See,
His quality of action movies is far superior to anybody else.
Well, then I'll throw another one at you then, with Vin Diesel and his Fast and the Furious. Those are very quality action movies, and that's his franchise.
You know what? If his other action movies would have been better, like the other franchises he's tried to start,
Right.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
But after seeing the last Fast and Furious, I will say no, because that one was balls.
You didn't like the last one?
No, I really wanted to too, because I love The Rock. I don't even fucking care.
Yeah. Well, I think that one's just having problems because The Rock and Statham now are pretty much trying to shoo Vin Diesel out of his own
No, he got
franchise.
I think he just got upset that they're doing a spinoff.
Pretty much. But I also heard they weren't always friendly on set with each other too. So there was a lot of friction between all those guys.
You know what? I'm actually trying to think of how many scenes they were in together, and I don't think it was many, if any, in the last one.
I don't think at one point they were. I think what I read is they were pretty much never on set with each. It was either Rock or Statham or just Vin Diesel. Like none of those three in a combination were on set ever.
But yeah, if he would have got like the Triple X franchise to go,
I'll give you that.
Or what was it, Pitch Black?
Actually, Pitch Black are pretty good. The Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh, the Riddick, yeah, okay, but
Pitch Black is the first one, which is really good. The Riddick one, the second one,
but those never really got going.
Not real big, but I mean they have their underground hits.
I mean, Edge of Tomorrow.
Getting
a sequel. Come on, man.
Well, everything everything is getting a sequel or reboot, but
that's because movies are fucking terrible now.
Well, it's not movies are terrible. It's because there's a formula right now in Hollywood, and they think that's all if they do. That's all. I mean, look at the Baywatch.
I mean, hold on. Let's just be real for a second. All of the best writers are doing TV now.
Yeah.
Because TV is at
TV or independent.
TV is the best right now than I can ever remember it being.
Yeah, because in movies it's so hard. Even if you want to make a script that's your own, it's hard to get it sold. Unlike people will make fun of Max Landis, but he talks about this is because he's a movie writer. He writes scripts and he works with a bigger corporation.
Wait, does he?
Yeah.
No.
Max Landis?
I thought he was a manager at Arby's.
Soon he will be. How Hollywood is working out.
He's a night shift manager at Arby's.
Right? I mean, his dad did The Stupid, so let's be real. And Home Alone, but no, Home Alone's a good movie.
Dad didn't do Home Alone.
I thought his dad did Home Alone. John Landis? Yeah.
No.
Then I'm wrong.
Think
on
about
that
it
one.
for a second.
Yeah, I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna even IMDb, and I don't care. I'm wrong. Whatever. If we have actually people put comments in, just tell me how wrong
Did John
I am.
Landis do Ferris Bueller too?
Shut up. I know he did Blues Brothers. I know for sure he did that
He
one.
did Pretty in Pink.
No, that was John Hughes.
There you go.
John Landis.
Yeah, John Hughes did Home Alone.
He might have directed it, but John Landis wrote it.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive on that.
I'm not even gonna bother looking it up. I'm just gonna assume
whatever.
You're wrong. Keep going with it.
Well,
that's a whole segment. Sean's just wrong. I'm right. Fuck him.
We're arguing.
Sean can eat a dick.
Actually, our whole thing was about Tom Cruise, and I pick any other guy. I like Tom Cruise as an action hero. I really do.
So you've got the world, and I've got Tom Cruise.
Yeah. And it's not really the world. I still say Arnold, and it's maybe it is a little fandom to or T2, because I still think that's the greatest action movie of all time. That movie is built off action set pieces.
and I love that movie.
It's hard not to.
And then God, everything else is fucking terrible with that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind T3.
Did you see Genesis?
No, I knew that movie was going to be bad.
That was like...
I knew that movie was going to be bad from the first trailer.
That was just getting a punch in the face for 2 hours. I fucking fell asleep.
Yeah.
You know how I just get so upset when I fall asleep in a theater. I'm like, I'd rather just be dead in here.
Yeah.
Which you shouldn't say because people are doing that in theaters now. Jesus Christ.
But that's also my point with Arnold, though. He does a lot more action movies. Tom Cruise does a lot of more action movies now. But Tom Cruise, you can go through a whole repertoire with him where he doesn't do action movies.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Overall, the quality of his action movies
are
better.
And honestly, I don't want to change your opinion. I like that you stick on that.
Why the fuck would I change it?
Calm down.
No.
Calm down.
I don't care if he's crazy as fuck. I'm Team Cruise.
Team Cruise all the way.
Team Cruise.
No matter what.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
Okay.
He's probably the person outside. He's probably the person outside punching an old person in the face.
Yeah, probably.
And I wouldn't care. I'm like, dude, I'll be there next week.
No, he's trying to shove Scientology down their throat. Be like, listen to me. Pay me $200 so you can grow in my religion.
No, that's fine. I don't care.
Well, honestly, I'm done with this debate. So let's just go to our promo drop for our one of our shows that are on our network here on the Nerd Complex.
Wait, there's other shows?
Yeah, not us.
Okay.
This is Travis from Audio Suplex Live, inviting you to join me and my co-host Corey every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Join us as we break down the world of professional wrestling with a cavalcade of friends here on the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.
Are we back?
Yeah,
We're back. Oh, fuck. All right.
Yeah, it's your turn now.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the shit that pisses me off. When you were asking me at the beginning of the show if something's pissing me off, this is.
Hold on. What's really pissing you off?
I don't know.
We gotta get you warmed up.
I know, that's so loud, though.
It is. It's like a minute long, anyways.
All right. God, it's so distracting. It's just so fucking loud.
You should just be like doing this the whole time while it's going.
This guy just sounds like he's jizzing.
All right, stop it, Goku, and go ahead.
All right. I don't know what the fuck my mom is watching on Hulu, but all my commercials are in Spanish. And it's irritating the shit out of me. Like, and I go through like the recent views. Like, I don't know. I don't know what she's watching to cause this. All I watch is like fucking Parks and Rec and Golden Girls. So, and I know that's not causing it. And
Is your mom typing Spanish in the search engine? That could be it.
I don't fucking know, but it's like, damn, I'm gonna have to kick my mom off my Hulu account just because I don't want to deal with this shit, man.
Will Deb be okay with that?
Oh, don't they? Oh no, AT&T. Like that every like 2 minutes. Like, what the hell is this? And it sucks. Like, I've honestly just thought about just kicking her off because of that.
Really, just throwing your mom off because
Like,
you get too many Spanish.
Mom, I'm sorry.
I love how it's your native tongue, and you won't even listen to it in commercial wise.
You have to have something to rebel against. I'm rebelling against myself.
Yeah, well, your whole heritage.
Well, I wanted to write a book. What was it? The Cholo Inside.
Cholo Inside.
One man's struggle against being Mexican.
How you're gonna free yourself?
I don't know.
Free yourself from La Familia.
And I've tried so many different things to like embrace it. Like there was one day I was by 475 with oranges, just trying to sell bags. It didn't work out well. I offered to sell them individually at a discounted rate. That still didn't work out.
Wow.
I walked down Secor with paintbrushes. Like, I don't know what else I can do to try and embrace who I am, but I just don't care at this point.
Yeah. You know, though, with your promo drop, you forgot to plug something. Just gonna throw that out there for you.
Spanish commercials?
No.
I mean, I'm giving them the drop right now.
Well, kinda.
Oh, Audio Suplex Live.
Yeah, right?
Which airs live every Thursday. I was on that show today.
Yeah, see?
There it is.
And who else is on that show?
Oh, Travis. Travis is over there.
He's not even paying attention to
No,
us.
Travis is rubbing his nips and his beard at the same time.
See, this is why we don't understand we have a show. We were actually supposed to do that right after the promo drop, and
Because we'll get to it, man. It's not going anywhere. Travis is going to be rubbing himself for the next half hour anyway, so who fucking cares? Anyway, what I was talking about, oranges, cars, fencing, painting, lawn care. None of it I will do. People don't even egg my car. They throw tortillas on it, and it's very upsetting. Like, I don't know what to do with these things. Do I collect them and then, like, resell them?
I just thought they looked pretty on your car.
I don't know, man. When it gets hot, they stick, and when it's cold, they stick. At least with an egg, I understand.
Like, you deserved an egg on your
Yeah, like,
car.
I deserve that.
Are you serious on
Yeah.
that one?
People are just throwing tamales at me.
Oh, man.
I'm like, you guys are just wasting good money. That shit ain't cheap.
I'm just going to let you keep going because this is amazing.
I don't know.
Because this is all about Spanish commercials, and now you're talking about throwing tortillas on your car. And
I'm not doing it.
I know you're not doing it.
I'm out there with the goddamn scraper getting them off my car.
Honestly, as long as I've known you, I don't ever think I've seen Mexican food in your hand once.
Why would it? He says, matter of factly. Why the fuck would it?
Josh narrating his own life as a book.
Yeah.
As he thought about taking the tortilla off his car, he's like, man, I don't like these people.
Yeah, I bought a taco as a joke once. What the fuck?
Really, what is your favorite Spanish food? I'm just very interested. You gotta have something you like.
I don't know, like Mexican Coke.
This is made with real sugar cane.
I mean, that one's pretty good.
Mexican Coke.
I don't know. I like the Pepsi too.
So you like an American product that's only bottled in Mexico?
Yeah, but it's got like that little thing on the eye or something, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I
amazing.
mean, what am I going to do with a taco? I can go get a hamburger.
I don't know. Maybe change it up. Variety. Difference.
I'd rather have a lasagna.
Ooh, lasagna is pretty
See,
good.
like
though.
I understand that.
I mean, I do love Italian
A
food, though.
quesadilla?
Quesadilla.
The fuck am I gonna do with that?
Eat it.
I'm gonna go get a sandwich.
It is kind of like the same
Just
thing.
go get a fucking turkey sandwich.
You just want thick bread instead of flat bread.
Yeah.
No.
Beans? Like why?
Well,
Why?
they clean out your colon.
I show up somewhere, Mexican food's going down. I just turn around and leave. That's just it.
Right.
Just out.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for me about this, Sean?
No, I'm just.
You want to know anything else I hate?
Dude, I want to know everything you hate. but-
Overalls. I fucking hate overalls. Straw hats. Scarecrows.
You just described building a scarecrow.
Holy shit, I did.
Oh, man. All right, Josh. If you're done bitching about your mom watching your Hulu so you get more Spanish commercials, I think we'll move on to pretty much our last segment.
I just don't know how I'm going to break it to her that I'm just going to cancel it.
Well, she does listen to our show, so I guess she knows now.
I know, and I felt so bad. I told her not to.
Yeah, that's what you should talk about, how you got a voice message from her after her second show.
I know, god damn it. No, and it's like, I was like, Mom, please don't be mad at anything I say.
Deb, I still appreciate our friendship. I hope this will never end.
Like, I really hope you can still be my mom after this.
Oh, she'll always be your mom.
But yeah, my mom even called me last week after that wheelchair story, like, just to see if it was true. And I'm like, well,
By the way, that story is 100% true.
it's 100% true. And people
It's-
think I was lying about it. Well, I wasn't gonna knock him out of his wheelchair.
Well, I've known you for a
And
long
take
time.
it.
You like to exaggerate a lot of stories.
What I would have done is picked him up, placed him in the dumpster, and then got in the chair and wheeled myself away.
Just take his wheelchair and leave him there?
That's what I would have done, and I would have put him in the trash because that's where jaywalking wheelchair people go.
I hope someday the dude actually listens to our show
I'm
and
gonna
like,
get- I'm
it
gonna
becomes
get-
like a huge fan of ours.
I'm gonna get cornered by like a wheelchair gang at Kroger's.
Yeah, you are.
And oh man,
Joe Swanson's gonna roll in like Family Guy.
damn it, I made Kroger plural on that last one. I hate when people do that.
Kroger's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that a lot, though. A lot of people do. It's not well, I'm butcher the English language every day, so.
You've done it 46 times in like the half
Right.
hour we've been on right now.
Yeah.
No one
Plus my head stroke that I lost for momentarily.
Your head stroke?
Yeah, remember when I was talking about Wonder Woman? I had no idea where I was.
Oh yeah, you had a stroke.
I did have a stroke. Do. God, I do more brain melting activities than you do. But anyway, we're gonna go into our last. We're gonna go to our last segment, Nerd Block, because we want to get kind of out of here. It's been a long day, and Joe, our producer, has already had a long day, and he's already tired of us.
And Joe just gave us the finger.
Yeah,
Thanks, dude.
he's showing us he doesn't have erectile dysfunction. Joe, put that away. No. Uh-oh, Joe's got something.
Well, I'm kind of intrigued to see where those are.
Yeah, Joe. There's our producer, Joe.
He's stone cold, everybody.
He is stone cold. We should have tossed him 2 bears when I was doing that. That would have been amazing.
I love when people do that to me, but I'm also terrified at the same time.
You and your roommate did that to me one time. We were just hanging out, and you guys just came out of the porch and just tossing them at me. I'm like, oh, I know what to do now.
He did that to me a couple years ago on my birthday. Like he was like, "Come outside," and then I went outside, and he just threw these beers at me.
That was amazing.
Well, I mean, you do what you do.
Well, anyway, the last thing we're going to talk about is what we always do every week. We go into a nerd block where things we're excited for, geeking out about, and I'm going to start off this week. Next week, E3 kicks off. I'm really excited for E3. I know Joe usually gets excited for E3. It's that video game time. I'm more excited right now. I want more for the PlayStation VR. Joe, have you had a chance to check that out yet?
I have not. I'm actually more excited about the Scorpio.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about the story because it sounds like it's actually going to be like a upgraded PC. Like you can update it and stuff year in year, which is if Microsoft really comes out with that, that'd be really smart for a gaming console.
Oh yeah,
because I love gaming consoling. Like I know PC is better; it's the master race and all, but
What? It's the Nazis of the gaming world?
oh yeah, but by true gamers, they call it the master race.
I can't
it's
get on
creepy.
board with that,
I can't
man.
either. Like I'm like, just give me a goddamn controller.
None of us in here are like blonde, and now I'm kind of sketched.
Plus, I usually don't have like $1,500 to drop on like a decent end gaming computer, so that's always my problem. If I had that money, I definitely would own something like that.
and 90% of the time I sit in front of an Xbox and play.
Yeah, I mean they're more easy, convenient. I understand.
Fire it up, go.
And I understand the limitations of like console and stuff. And Josh he likes playing video games a lot.
I do what I can.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just really big into it. But I know you're excited for that Spider-Man game PlayStation was just
The
talking
one that
about.
they showed last year.
Yes.
Hopefully they're going to show more this year and give us a fucking release date.
Oh, please.
It's like, come the fuck on, man.
Yes. And I really want them to talk more about the God of War. So, well, that's really all I have for
That's all you got?
the E3. I mean, Josh, you got anything more? Do you want to talk about E3? You're more excited to see?
I probably have something next time. I really didn't delve too far into what's to be expected for this.
That's the problem with E3.
You never know.
You never know until you get there and stuff. I mean, you can make general ideas with like certain games that they talked about that will be
And
there.
there's so many theories floating around, and
Yeah.
like, all right, this is gonna be there, and then watch it doesn't fucking show up.
I'm kind of excited though. This is the first year it's not actually just a press conference anymore. It's actually finally opened up to fans. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, and which is something I've always wanted to check out. I heard it's a hell of a place because it's pretty much just a Comic-Con, but
I was
kind of
they're
worse.
taking that con thing,
Yeah.
kind of running with it.
Yeah,
You might as well. There's money to be made. This is America. Fucking do it.
yeah. Everyone does a con now. You make money off of it. People go to it.
I want there to be like a McDonald's con.
Oh, you give it time to the fast food con where they all just like join up.
That'd be hysterical.
Right. So Josh, in your nerd block last week or 2 weeks ago, technically, you were talking about starting to read the Bible.
Yeah, and I actually I started to on my phone.
Yeah.
And then that kind of sucked because I wanted to actually make like notes to myself in it. So I was gonna go buy one,
Yeah.
and then my roommate, buddy, what up, dude? Was like,
What?
why would you go buy one when you can just steal one from the hotel? Because I'm going on a training thing for work, and I'm gonna be out of town, and I can just steal the Bible from the room. Because why not? I mean, I feel like that's very appropriate for how I'm gonna just be fucking done with it anyway. I might as well steal the fucking thing.
Most people steal the towels with the hand shampoos.
I mean,
but
why pay for fiction? Am I right, guys? Come on. Yeah, that's right. But
he's
yeah.
so punny, guys.
Fuck, I hate when you do that. Well, anyway, like, I received a interesting phone call / voicemail from a certain someone. It was like shortly after that. It was like 3 a.m. I was fucking just passed out, so I just ignored it and listened to it the next day. I actually brought it with me.
Did you? Can we peep it out here real quick?
Yeah. Joe, if you want to go ahead and just do that.
Joshua, you little son of a bitch. What is this I hear about you wanting to do a review of my book? The collection of my words to the people? You better not say anything asinine, but I know you probably will. If you fuck this up, I will. I'm sorry about that. It's my goddamn, it's me damn. I'm sorry, me damn. It's my girlfriend's kids. They're always just slamming shit, and they're always just causing a ruckus. I don't even know what I'm doing. And this is why I'm kind of scared for you to get a hold of this book. You're going to probably talk about how I'm historically probably the worst dad of all time. I had one son. I didn't see him for 33 years, other than the outside bred vision thing that he probably saw, but didn't even know what the hell it was. I wasn't there. So I see him now. He's a grown-ass man. He looks like more ripped than I am. I don't know. I can't tell this guy what to do. I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, this is why I had one rule. Never date a chick with kids. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Would it really be bad if I just packed in the middle of the night and left? This isn't something I should concern you with. I'll just call you back. Can I just call and talk to you sometime, man? I got a lot of stuff going on. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll just try you again later, man. Bye.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy is in trouble.
Who did he leave a name? I mean, he said me damn, so
It's God.
It's God.
It was God.
Did it actually come up on your caller ID like God?
What
was the number, like 1111?
There was no number. It said God.
It just straight up said God.
Like that. It's like a hidden number in your phone, and it just automatically saves.
Man,
I felt so bad. Like at first, I was terrified. I'm like, this guy's just gonna destroy me.
It sounds like that dude on like when you hear the phone calls into 911 right before he's got to take a life or something. It sounds like he really hit rock bottom. You might want to get in touch with him, help him out or something.
I sent him a text. Like the "You okay?" concern face
right?
emoji.
Concern face emoji.
And I haven't heard back. I don't know if he's busy.
Do you think you could track him down? Get a hold of him, see what's up?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I want to help him.
Yeah.
He wants me not to fuck this up.
No,
I will not fuck this up.
You can't. Now you can't. It seems like a lot's riding on your shoulders.
I know, and it's like I want to do him proud.
You should.
Because apparently those kids suck.
Yes.
I mean, Jesus doesn't have to listen to him anymore.
Did you hear him yelling in the background? Who is he mixed up with? When did God just become a floozy like that, hanging out with freelance women?
I don't know. Like these are all things I'm going to ask him when I talk to him.
Did Jesus really mess him up? I mean, Jesus wasn't always the greatest of sons. I mean, there are stories out there when he was like 12, he killed people because he knew he had magic powers, but
isn't that God's fault then?
It might be. Maybe he was
if he was around.
Rebelling against a dad that wasn't around.
I feel
and then he just comes back in your life at a 30-year-old.
I feel like maybe there was those times where he was like waiting for Jesus outside of school, smoking a cigarette with his. He's got his sweet camel.
But he couldn't pick
the newest camel. He's got his jacket on. Like he's just like.
But he couldn't pick him up because he didn't have rights that weekend. He didn't have visitation rights that weekend.
He was just worried that he wouldn't know who he was. He didn't want to freak him out.
Just go up to him and be like, "I am your actually real dad." Like that Joseph.
Like the bell.
He ain't real.
The bell rings. He takes that last.
That last nice long drag.
Mary comes out just screaming at him. Get that fuck out of here, man! I told you don't come around here. I told you. You did it to me and you leave.
Mary sounds mad.
Dude, it's pretty accurate.
So besides that disturbing voicemail you just got, how is the Bible? Have you enjoyed it yet?
It's oh my god.
Told you.
But I'm gonna follow it out.
You should. It's an interesting book.
I'm looking forward to the twists and turns that it takes. You know, I mean,
there are a lot.
I mean, I'm fucking sure.
Wait till they start taking off someone's hair because it destroys their power.
They shave them? Pretty much. Like all over?
Pretty much. Well, his hair locks. Samson.
They shave his chest.
Shave his chest just straight up. That's how the 300 men came in.
Yeah, they just shaved his chest, and he's like, I just look better than I did before. Thanks, Pat. Thank you.
So do you have anything else you want to say about your Bible update? Or
no, like it's just come along. I may sprinkle in a few things here and there as we go forward, but the main review is going to happen towards the end of summer. I've got a notebook. I've got fucking... It's going to be crazy.
I'm just saying, if you want to get done by the end of summer, you really got to start reading.
I can read fast.
Start blowing through those speed readers.
It's all the same shit. People are bad.
Right.
You did it wrong.
Wow.
You owe money. I don't know.
You just really have no idea what you're in for.
Stop touching yourself.
Which is amazing. All right. Well, usually we're going to get out of here after this, but today is actually a little special day, and I was going to do this and embarrass you today. It is actually Josh's birthday, so Joe, if you can drop that for me.
Oh, God.
Hola. It's your birthday. We're here to party and sing to you. He's from...
Happy birthday, motherfucker.
This is a hate crime.
From the Gulf to the mountains, the city lights and fountains, we hope your birthday's excellent.
I feel like there is someone I can get a hold of to have you taken out.
Oh, there is probably a way.
Be generally awesome.
I'm gonna dress up like one of these mariachi guys and just tackle the shit out of you one day.
Oh, please do. I can't wait.
Like, it's coming.
So how old are you? 20, 21 now?
I'm 104.
104?
Yeah, I'm ageless.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Thank you, Sean, you fucking dick.
All right. Josh, tell them where they can reach you on the social medias.
At Josh Fenn on Twitter.
Okay.
And
I
use
know.
that one.
Yeah,
I
just-
don't check Facebook.
Yeah. I'm Sean Paul Troutier on Facebook and Loki_Starkiller on Twitter. So if you want to follow me there, Joe, play us out of here. We're done.
Later.
Check us out on Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
Or on Twitter at eDysfunctionPod.
Don't forget to check us out on Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
Also, you can follow our asses on Twitter at eDysfunctionPod.
You want that news about that ED? Check us out on Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
Do you want to hear nothing? Go to eDysfunctionPod on Twitter.
For your limp dick news, follow us on Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
And for boner-killing, nipple-hardening news, you can also follow us on Twitter at eDysfunctionPod.
Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
Twitter at eDysfunctionPod. Wait, we didn't do the YouTube one.
Also, check us out on YouTube at Erectile Dysfunction, a Nerd Complex podcast.
Yay! And you can follow us on YouTube on... What is it again? Line?
Erectile Dysfunction, a Nerd Complex podcast.
And you can follow us on YouTube on...
You can follow us on YouTube at Erectile Dysfunction, a Nerd Complex podcast.
And you can follow us on YouTube at Erectile Dysfunction, a Nerd Complex podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Limp dicks and limp dickettes.
Would that just be sad vaginas then?
Very sad, sloppy vaginas.
I don't know if it would just be a frowny face.
Frowny face. It just looked like roast beef.
God damn it, Sean.
It would be bad.
Can you sandwiches now?
Like, you really ate roast beef sandwiches.
What, man? You don't throw some roast beef and like some turkey on some shit?
Fuck no.
You've been listening to the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.